What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? Happy and blessed Friday. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a Shades Tube, y'all. I'm back again. I'm sorry about being a little late. I just got off of work. Plus, I had to run some errands and stuff like that, like always. But I am here, y'all, to give y'all some tripped out topic tonight. Of course, we're going to be talking about the mug shot of Carlee Russell, and that she did get charged, which I knew she was, you know what I'm saying, because she did definitely break the law. So we are going to go over that. I'm gonna try to go over a couple of news articles, and then that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to get out of here in 1 hour, y'all. So it's 8:01 now. So by 9 o'clock, that will be it. But before we start, y'all, let me just say thank you for coming in. Welcome to all my new subbies. Thank you to all my subs that's been with me from day one. And to everybody who is not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And also, y'all hit that bell notifications so y'all can be notified of any upcoming videos. And go check out my townhome tour that I just did, that I just put up early this morning. And my other short that I put up. And then I think tomorrow I will have up part 2 of my shopping haul from Dollar Tree and wherever else I went. I can't even remember, y'all. Also, let me go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. And the Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research purposes, y'all. That entire copyright disclaimer is in the comment section. Well, not the whole part, but part of it. And then the entire copyright is in the description area of this video and will be in the comment section. All right. Thank you again, y'all. Thank y'all so much. So we're going to go right into it since we don't have much time, y'all. Before we go into it, though, earlier today, before I went to work, I went to the movies. I went to see Haunted Mansion. Y'all, go check out that movie. That daggone movie was absolutely great. I mean, some good actors and actresses. Danny DeVito is in it. What's his name? Owen Wilson tripped me out. This other dude, which he looks kind of nice looking, he was in it. One of the lead characters. Rosario Lawson, she was in it, a lead character. And then that little boy is an excellent actor. And Tiffany Haddish is in it as well. And then Jamie Curtis, all these big actresses and actors. That damn movie was absolutely great. And then guess what? I watched it in I think it's 4DW or DX. Y'all, that was a damn trip. That was the first time I ever went to a movie, right? And it was 4D like that. 4DX or whatever you call it. Y'all know that the seats and stuff move, along with certain action-packed scenes, plus water. Like if they get in, like if some water is on the screen, water starts shooting out your chair and stuff. Like when I walked in the movie theater and sat down, they were advertising, doing a little thing they normally do. I forgot what you call that when they put all the stuff up before the movie come on. So they was doing Megadon. Child, them damn seats was like a roller coaster, okay? And then I had sat down, right, because I could barely sit down. So all of a sudden, just water started coming out of the seat everywhere. And since I had never been in one of those before, I was like, what the hell? And I know the people next to me was laughing and stuff because that was my first time being, in a 4DX or whatever you call it, XD theater and stuff, but it cost a little bit more, like $5 more than a regular theater, but it was worth it. So I'm going back again to see Megadon because I'm telling you, that seat be doing the most because like every time that big ass Megadon or whatever that shark movie was that they were showing, every time it like try to get a victim or whatever the case is, you can feel it. The seat moves, just like when the water, all that water starts squirting out of the seat. There's all types of little stuff. But y'all go see Haunted Mansion. That movie is excellent. Okay, I'm gonna give it like a 10 out of 10, and like all thumbs ups because it was really, really good. A good plot. It didn't steer away from the original one. I forgot all about Eddie Murphy's because this one was so good. And it was a little different. I mean, not totally different. It was just a little different. This time the ghost was not looking for a wife, but it was something else. Okay, but it was good, y'all. So go check that movie out. Okay, check that movie out, Haunted Mansion, and check it out. And also, you can get like the movie theater is doing a little thing where you can get a medium popcorn and a medium icy for $10, $9.99. So you go see the movie, you get your little popcorn, your icy, get you that high ass candy, and sit back like I was and chill and watch that movie. It's a good movie. I'm telling you, it's well worth the money you spend. Okay, and I had so much fun. I really enjoyed myself. I don't know what this boy talking about. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go over this breaking news about Carlee Russell. Y'all, I know y'all saw the picture that I put on my community board. I don't know if you did or not, but I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. I'm sure you already seen her mugshot. I would have put it on my trailer thing, but I just didn't. I may do it after this video is over if I get a chance to. But I knew that this chick was going to get some charges. There is no way that they're going to let somebody do this and not do anything about it, because you know why? Because if they would have let her get away with this, guess what? Other people would be doing the same thing. Now, she smiled for a mugshot. She probably not really worried about the charges. Doesn't look like it. But anyway, I'm just glad that they did do something like, file those charges, because you can't be going around lying. You can't be pretending like you've been kidnapped, using up resources, wasting people's time, just making up shit. Don't even make no sense. Okay. So let me go ahead and tell you about it real quick. So hold on, y'all. Let me get the story. Let me switch glasses as well. All right. Here we go. So anyway, where is it at? Carlee Russell. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. All these damn stories I have is a trip. Let me find it. Okay, so here we go right here. Okay, let's see here. Let me turn that music down a little bit so we can actually hear. All right, let me turn that down. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video, all right? And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you would like to show support to this channel, you can do a cash app to $Shades2. All donations do go to my channel to help make it better, okay? And yeah, I use a little airbrush in this picture just in case y'all wondering. I keep it real all the time. I don't know how to put on makeup right. And so I like to do the little makeup apps to see what I look like with makeup on, okay? I wish I could do makeup like this because I would wear it and stuff, because it makes you look so much, prettier and stuff. I like, all the different colors and stuff. And then I can't even do my eyes like that and shit. I never could. Let me stop lying and stuff. So it be looking tripped out. The eyebrows do too when I be doing my eyebrows. But I wish I could do my makeup like this. Damn, it's so cute. I like it. I can't do that though. I wish I could. So from time to time, you will see me put up pictures where I do the makeup apps, okay? Because it just makes you look different and it just gives you a different look. Even that little wig I got on, I just changed the hair color because I just wanted to see what I look like, like with that color, just in case one day I don't know, I can't dye my hair, I forgot. But if I could, one day I would dye my hair in a color similar to that. Not exactly that blondish color, but maybe a lighter brown like I used to have it some years ago. All right. So anyway, y'all, it says Carlee Russell, the Alabama woman who told police she was kidnapped after she went missing for 2 days, was arrested today, y'all, and charged with 2 misdemeanors. Like I told you, she probably would get charged with a misdemeanor for making false statements to the police. Hoover Police Department Chief Nicholas Dursis announced during a press conference on today. Okay. The story opened wounds for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnappings, Dursis said. He added that he shares in the frustration that Russell was only charged with misdemeanors and said that he is calling on state legislators to add an enhancement to the law when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or another violent crime. Okay, so he's trying to probably get it to be like probably a felony. Okay, so existing laws only allowed the charges that were filed to be filed, he said. But he's probably trying to get another law passed or whatever the case is so they can expand so they can have more charges, Anyway, Russell was charged with 1 count of false reporting to law enforcement and 1 count of falsely reporting an incident. Each charge is a misdemeanor with a $1,000 bond, and each is punishable with up to 1 year in prison and a potential $6,000 fine if she is convicted, he added. So you know what? He don't realize. I guess he do realize something. The thing is, once they go to court or whatever the case is, just to teach her a lesson and make sure other people will be taught a lesson as well in case they are trying to do something like this. Maybe they should give her jail time. You can get up to 1 year for these misdemeanors, and you have two. So they can possibly get 2 years. Okay. Now, of course, her defense attorney will probably try to get that reduced down. But even if she spent a year in prison, that would probably show her you can't go around doing this, along with the $6,000 fine and all that stuff. Now, it's $1,000 bond for each offense, which is $2,000 bond she needs to have in order to be released from being incarcerated. ABC News has reached out to Russell's attorney, Emory Anthony, and the Russell family for comment. Darius said the police asked Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall's office to adopt this case because of the tension it has garnered, and the AG office agreed to take it on. Marshall joined Darius at the press conference on Friday and said that his office intends to fully prosecute this case. We don't see this as a victimless crime, Marshall said. There are significant hours spent, resources expended as a result of this investigation. And not only that, but the many men and women who are civilians who wore those yellow vests on a hot afternoon and evening looking for someone they thought was kidnapped, trying to be of assistance. Marshall added that his office will continue to monitor this investigation to determine whether or not there are any additional charges that need to be brought. When asked by a reporter about concern in the community over other missing Black and brown women, both Darius and Marshall dismissed concerns that Russell's case could lead law enforcement not to seriously investigate other cases. We worked every case like all other law enforcement does. So I don't have any concern anywhere that would be an issue, Darius said. Marshall said that he wanted to echo Darius' statement, saying, I expect, regardless of your gender, your race, and when the report is filed, that Alabama law enforcement is going to do its job. Lane Tolbert, Chief Assistant District Attorney at the Jefferson County District Attorney Bessemer Division Office, told ABC News on Thursday that prosecutors advise police on what we think the charges should be, but said that charges will be filed by the Circuit Clerk of Jefferson County, okay, the Bessemer Division Office. Darius said that the case was referred back to the municipal court because the charges were only misdemeanors. Russell's arrest comes after the prosecutor confirmed to ABC News on Thursday that they discussed potential charges against Russell with the Hoover Police Department after the 25-year-old admitted through a statement from her attorney on Monday that she made up the whole thing. Darius told reporters during a press conference on Monday that Russell's disappearance was a hoax and read a statement provided to police by Russell's attorney, Emory Anthony, acknowledging that there was no kidnapping. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July the 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident. This was a single act done by herself. The statement as read by Darius said, we ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addressed her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee again asked for your forgiveness and prayers, the statement continued. Now, before her disappearance, Russell called 911 on July the 12th at around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time to report a toddler on Interstate 459 in Alabama. But the Hoover Police Department said in a press release last week that investigators have not found any evidence of a child walking on the side of the road. According to Darius, Russell also told police she returned home on July the 15th, that she was taken by a male and a female when she stopped to check on the toddler that she reported on the highway. Hoover police met with Anthony earlier this week to discuss the case. The Riz said during a press conference on July the 19th that Russell searched for Amber Alerts in the movie Taken on her phone before her disappearance. Russell also made searches related to a bus ticket in the hours before she went missing. Um, Taken, the 2008 movie starring Liam Neeson, centers around a young woman who is kidnapped in the quest to save her from her kidnappers. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, the Red said, adding he would not share them out of privacy. So, what do you think that was, y'all? The other stuff that she searched on her phone, which let them kind of understand or try to get an understanding of her thinking. And I wish they would release that. Gosh, they always trying to hide stuff. It's probably some mental things, huh? What y'all think? Anyway, that's what he said. These are the comments. Somebody said, now give her a fine equal to the amount of wasted time she used by everyone. Well, it says $6,000. Okay, so I'm guessing it's $6,000 for both of the misdemeanors. It could be $6,000 apiece. And then, like I said, she can get up to a year in prison for each offense. So it'll probably do her some good if they do at least 6 months to a year in prison, and then give her that fine as well, and then put her on probation. You know what I'm saying? Because that is ridiculous. You have to set an example. If they don't do anything kind of strict, it's going to make it seem like, other people can basically do this. It won't really get no type of real punishment. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Somebody said she needs to pay what the cost was for them looking for her, and then jail time. So let's see. Okay, let's see what these other ones say. Let's see. So they still asking about that money. They said, well, people wish people can get a refund to whoever donated. And then somebody said they did read that the people who donated are getting a refund. I don't know. So I thought she did not have a GoFundMe. Somebody said here they GoFundMe sent it back. I thought she just had the victims, what you call it thing? I thought she just had that and that was it. I don't know if she had a GoFundMe. I don't know for sure if she did or not. Somebody said, good, lock her dumb ass up, wasted y'all time, and throw away the key while they are at it. Somebody said, I hate liars, wasting our time and money. Well, considering everybody lies, okay, everybody does, whether they want to admit it or not, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that, when you do certain type of lies, like what she did, it's just plainly ridiculous. You can't lie and pretend like you got kidnapped just to get attention or sympathy or whatever you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe she has some personal issues going on, mental issues or whatever the case is. Because again, one has to think, how could you concoct something up like this? And then, say a baby, and then you say a man jumped out of the tree, which is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? That's all kind of weird. Plus you say he did not put the little things on your wrist because he does not want to injure you, but yet he forced you over a fence. It doesn't make any sense. And then you had to fight for your life, but he would not, put the things over your wrist so you can get no type of scars. So a lot of stuff that she did, it really doesn't sound like, it was, I don't know, it just sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that this lady is a little off or anything, but it just sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? Because, let's see. Somebody said, to everyone saying the GoFundMe won't be refunded, if you donate it to the Crime Stoppers GoFundMe for her, you have to request a refund. A simple Google search tells you that. So it was Crime Stopper GoFundMe. I don't know. I thought it was just one GoFundMe, then Crime Stopper is something totally different. Somebody said, as she should, effing idiot. Let's see. Somebody said, serves her right. Let's see. Somebody called her the female Jussie Smollett. Somebody said, yes, she's a liar. God says liars have their place in hell fire. Praying she will rising up before she splits hell wide open. Okay. Let's see what else I said. Like somebody else agree with me, jail time and repayment of the costs. And somebody says sad how many dummies actually believe this on the first in the first place. Laugh out loud, shaking my head. And I agree. I mean, like I said, when I first heard their story initially, I did believe her until I started reading everything and started thinking about everything, and then just more and more stuff was added that was just basically unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? And then when she started talking about the baby standing there and all this other bull crap, and the person jumped out of the tree, and the big 18 wheeler, and she didn't see the woman's face, but she heard the woman's voice. I just was like, this lady is fucking lying. But still, y'all, who is that dude though who went to her car? They still haven't said anything about that. The dude that somebody called in and said that they saw a light complexion, a complected guy standing by her car. Who was that? We saw that on the camera too. And why come he didn't come forward to say he was just somebody riding down the street? He saw the car. He just wanted to take a look to see if everybody was okay. Why come no one even came out and said anything about that? So, okay, let me see what the next article say real quick, y'all, okay? So we got that one. And I guess next week we'll know what else came out of this entire thing right here too, where she, was charged and everything. Let's see if they got anything else, because I thought I did save something else regarding her. Let me see, y'all. Carlee. Let's see. Hold on for a second, y'all. So here's another. So let me make sure they're not repeating the same thing real quick. So they're saying in her mugshot, which I just showed you guys, she was smiling, grinning in her mugshot, like, everything is okay. They said she faces up to 2 years in prison. Like I said, 1 year per offense. Okay. So they just basically, so it will be, it will be $6,000 per offense. So it would be like $12,000 in fines. And she was released from jail today after posting a $2,000 bond. So she did post a $2,000 bond, and she is out. Hey, Ryan, thank you for coming in. So yeah, I just showed you her mugshot. Let's see. The mugshot looked nice, though. It looked nice. And this is the police chief right here, Nick Dursis. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. That's him right here. I'm pretty sure you guys saw this press conference earlier. And again, just in case you guys didn't see her mugshot, I'm going to show you again. This is the mugshot from, I think this is Daily Mail, if I'm not mistaken. Nice looking picture, though. Okay. Let's see. And that's they just basically going over the entire story again. I'm not going to go over this story again because we already know exactly what happened. We already know. They also trying to figure out if she has to repay the $100,000 that was spent in the search for her. And her parents have not commented on her arrest, and she is still yet to explain why she lied. Let me tell you all these rumors real quick. Hold on for 1 second. So let me tell y'all a little information. The Russells family lives in an $800,000 house, and they both have steady jobs. Her mother is a realtor. Get this. Her father, y'all, is the vice president at a bank. So you know what? These people got it made. They got some excellent careers. Vice president at the bank. And the mom, we already knew what the mom does. We know what she does. They said there were rumors she was trying to win back the attention of her boyfriend, from whom she recently split when she staged the hoax. The boyfriend frantically appealed for information when she was missing, then quickly distanced himself from her when her story started to crumble. Okay? So that's just new information, right? I didn't even know that. So again, they stay in a $800,000 home. That home is almost $1 million. The dad is vice president at a bank. We already knew that the mom is a realtor. one of those big realtors. Everybody know her in Alabama. And $800,000 in Alabama for a house is a real nice house too. Now, if you say it out here, it could be just a basic, not a basic house. It's still a nice house, but in Alabama, that's probably more like a daggone mansion. You know what I'm saying? So they got some money. So maybe she was trying to she did all this to try to win back her boyfriend, trying to make her boyfriend feel sorry for her and things like that. But girl, you could have did something else, man. Maybe that rumor is true. I don't know. Anyway, DailyMail.com spotted members of Carlee's family visiting a Wells Fargo ATM today to withdraw the funds for her $2,000 bond. And they got some money, because some people, it takes them forever to get up $2,000, and $2,000 ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They be taking all day to get up $2,000. That ain't crap. That's the mom and the dad. And there's the mom right there. They at the ATM, and they doing a lot of smiling for their daughter to be in a situation right now. And they say that in this article too. Relatives seem to be in high spirits despite the looming charges against her. You should be walking around looking, even if you're not like looking disappointed, for real, you should be looking disappointed, outside. So when the media take pictures of you, that's the picture they would get. Plus the judge and stuff will see this, and people, if they have a jury trial or whatever, they'll see this too. And they would think you're taking it a little bit more serious versus sitting up here looking like you're smiling and shit, because you think everything's going to be okay and nothing is really going to be done. You can't be out there like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so her lawyer said, my client did not leave the Hoover area where she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or at any hotel during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to the community. And she apologized to the volunteers who were searching for her, and to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies, as well as to her friends and family. That's what she said. That's what her attorney said, okay? So let me read these comments. This is crazy, man. Okay, let's see what these people said in the comment section, y'all. So somebody said, I will be surprised if she even gets 2 months in jail. I hate to say it, I don't feel like she's probably going to go to jail either. I feel like they're probably going to put her on probation. But again, if they want to show people that you can't go around here doing this, they would probably give her at least 6 months, maybe a year, but I don't see the year, but maybe 6 months, just to prove, to prove a point, to let people know they're going to do some time if they try to, do the same thing that she did. Okay. Somebody said, please lock this moron up for more than 2 years. They can't do more than 2 years because they only have 2 charges. And both of the charges are, the maximum time is 1 year apiece. Okay. Somebody said, that's it. It should be a felony, period. Joke charges. I doubt that, Let's see what else they're saying. Somebody said, yes, of course she smiled. She wants the attention, right? The same kind of idiot kids and moron adults that want to be young will make her famous like they made Cash Me Outside girl famous for disrespecting her mother on Dr. Phil, or that Whoa Vicky moron, Little Tay. The list goes on and on. Whoa Vicky is better now. I used to watch that girl. She's better now. I can't stand social media because it rewards people for being complete waste. It sure does. And people be watching stuff like that too. Because I say that all the time on YouTube. People will go and watch bull crap all day long. They will support bull crap all day long. But a regular channel that's really doing some real stuff on it, they will not support it. They will not watch it. They just won't. Especially people of color. And that's a daggone shame. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this dude said, this girl will get millions of followers, sponsors, and a rap career. You won't want to believe me, but you will see I am right. I don't know about that little rap career because, can she rap? But, other things she may get. Somebody said there's a positive. It looks like a real hair in the mugshot. I wanted to say that. I just didn't want to do that. It does look like a real hair, and it looks nice. I like it. Yeah, somebody said, sadly, I bet she would end up with a book or movie deal about this. You know what? She went in there and did her hair too, y'all. She went in this probably steam, did her hair steam pressed or whatever you call that. She did her hair for this when she probably turned herself in for this little mug shot. She know there's not she you know what, y'all, I hate to say it. She probably won't even get jail time unless they try to prove a point, the prosecutors. Somebody said, are her parents being investigated? She didn't live outside for 2 days. They helped her. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Why would they risk their careers? The dad is a vice president at a bank. That's a good ass career. Okay. The mom is a big time realtor. That's a good ass career. Why would they risk their jobs, their careers? Let's see. Somebody says she will get probation and a fine. She needs help that jail can give her. I agree. She probably will get probation and a fine. And basically, her mom and dad should encourage her to go talk to a psychiatrist to see why she felt like she needed to, stage this whole entire thing like she did, come up with this type of lie and things like that. It's not a good look. Even if she doesn't get jail, they certainly need to, try to figure out, get her some help to talk to somebody, or whatever the case is, to find out why she felt like she needed to do this. Mm-hmm. They say in the nerve, and she had the nerve to throw herself a birthday party last week, lock her up. So she had a birthday party last week. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see some more comments real quick, y'all. Then we got to move on. Somebody said, good. Everyone stop, take note. Stop faking your own kidnapping and seek therapy if you have mental issues like that. And I agree. I say the same thing. Something can't be right upstairs if you faking something like that. For real. It can't be right. Somebody said, I hope this doesn't break her. It doesn't look like it. She's smiling. You really have to think she was going through a lot mentally to do what she did. And the public reaction has been merciless. At least she didn't physically harm others. Okay, let's see. Somebody says she planned it out. Stop making excuses for her. Break her. She's clueless, I'm sure. Doesn't want to take responsibility for her actions. Somebody else said, I hope this does break her. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Somebody said, lock her up and teach her a lesson. She wasted so many valuable resources and hours for nothing, not to mention all the unnecessary worry she caused her family and friends. Shame on her. Again, like I said before, she can possibly get up to 2 years, 1 year for each misdemeanor. However, since she has never been in trouble before, they probably are going to just put her on probation unless they want to teach her to be an example, and they give her 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking that she would probably just get probation and be on be ordered to pay a fine of $12,000 and maybe some community service or something like that. Maybe they'll give her community service where she'll go and help people who actually been kidnapped, or or somewhere like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something like that. But whatever the case is, when I get updates, guys, even if it's this weekend, which it probably won't be unless she talks, I'll come back and let you guys know. Okay. I don't know why she did all of this. I wish she would talk and go into detail why she did this. I don't know why she won't talk. You know what I'm saying? And so, because I feel like if she talked and maybe let people know why she did this, maybe, it can give people a better understanding of how she was thinking. Thus, people will stop talking so negative about her. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's dealing with some type of mental situation or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Versus not saying anything and letting people just think whatever they want to. But again, like I said before, if we get any updates, I'll let you guys know again. All right. So that's it with the Carlee Russell thing right now. Let me go over a little breaking news real quick. And then we are going to get out of here, y'all. Okay. We are. All right. I'm so crazy. All right. So anyway, y'all, they found out the cause of death for Ray Lewis III. So let me tell you guys what that is real quick, because we got about 20 minutes and I'm getting out of here. Okay. Let's see here. So anyway, autopsy reported obtained by TMZ Sports says Lewis died from a mix of fentanyl, cocaine, and methamphetamine intoxication. That is a damn shame. Okay, y'all? That is a damn shame. According to toxicology report, alcohol and alprazolam, the drug used in Xanax, were also discovered in his system. The 28-year-old was found unresponsive in his Florida home on June the 14th. Police ruled the death accidental, according to TMZ Sports. The former Baltimore Ravens player paid an emotional tribute to his son at his funeral, saying, "We will see you again." That's a damn shame, y'all. Again, may he rest in peace. It's sad, sad, sad. People just cannot stop taking all these drugs. You know what I'm saying? You hear these type of stories over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my prayers are extended out to his family, my condolences as well, and may he rest in peace. That is sad. That is sad. 28 years old. Goodness. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, y'all. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. I got to take this out here. So y'all be careful when you are working out, because the other day a mom of 4 dies after falling on a treadmill at LA Fitness Gym in Washington State. And I used to work out there too. Let's see. Her name is Deliri Rosera, was working out with her sister when she fell and hit her head. A mom of four has died after falling on a treadmill during a routine visit to an LA Fitness Gym in Kent, Washington. Okay. Delry Rosera, 36, was working out with her sister, something she did nearly every day, when she fell on the treadmill last Friday and hit her head, according to a report from KIRO 7 News. She tried to slow the machine down. I thought maybe she just missed a step. She just collapsed, hit her head on the machine, Woods, her sister, said. I was screaming, anybody, just please help. Anybody know how to do CPR. This is her right here, y'all. Again, she fell on the treadmill, probably missed a step or something. And when she fell, she hit her head on the treadmill, I'm assuming, and then she died from the head injury. I think they said she has 4 or either 6 kids. I can't remember. Let me see. I think they said 4, I think. Yeah, 4 kids. And that is sad. Anyway, her sister said that while people stopped their workouts to rush in and come to her sister's aid, not one worker helped when she fell. I think they were shocked. They were in shock. LA Fitness, y'all, declined people's requests for comment. Rosaria, who never regained consciousness after falling, later died at the local hospital. An organ donor, Rosario would go on to save 5 lives, according to her sister. Damn, that's crazy, y'all. Y'all know what a treadmill looks like, okay? So just make sure you guys, be careful when you be working out. Anyway, Rosario worked 2 jobs to provide for her children. I'm not going to say their names, but if you want to read the article in People Magazine, you can. You'll see their names. She was a mother first. Always, everything she did was for her kids. She worked so hard for her kids, her sister said, who called herself the mama on Facebook page. That's sad. I'm not going to. This is her and her family right here, her kids. Okay, I'll show you guys that because they do have it in here. So that's her and her kids. That's sad. Oh, she had a baby too. Oh, that's a cute little baby, y'all. Oh, cutie pie. Cute kids all together. They're all cute. Anyway, a GoFundMe page has been set up for her 4 kids. Her co-worker set it up. All right, let me tell y'all what her GoFundMe is. So on her GoFundMe page, it says providing for Delry's children. Okay, their goal is $75,000. However, so far, y'all, they have raised $49,595 with 846 donations. That's good. And they just started this too. So here's the GoFundMe. It's going to be upside down when you see it on the screen. But anyway, I just told you what her name is. I'm going to put it in the screen so you can know how to go to in case you want to donate to her GoFundMe. This money will be used to continue to raise her children because, of course, mom has passed on. So let me go ahead and put that up here so you know, guys can know what you can do. You just go into Google, type in GoFundMe, put this name in there, this title, and then you would go right to her GoFundMe if you want to do a GoFundMe donation, okay, for the kids. You know, my prayers are extended out to them as well. In my condolences. Oh my, I misspelled something. Let me spell this over again. It's supposed to be providing for Aries. Let me make sure I type. I cannot type worth crap. Children. Again, like I was getting ready to say, like I have already said, my condolences are expressed out to her family, her kids, you know, to her friends, and my prayers are extended out to them as well. And may she rest in peace. Again, this is her GoFundMe, providing for Delwee's children at GoFundMe. So if you do a donation, that's what you can do. Just push that into Google search bar, type down providing for Delwee's children GoFundMe. It'll come right to it. And you can go ahead and make a donation if you choose to. All right. All right. Oh, that's sad, y'all. Let me see how all these kids are again. Look and see, y'all. Hold on. Let's see the ages, if they said the ages of her kids. I thought I did see that. I'm not sure. I know they gave the names, but I don't know for sure if they gave their ages. But we can see one is a baby. Let's see. I thought they say anyway, anytime you go to the gym, y'all, make sure that you either have somebody else with you or you tell someone where you are going. Okay. They said this doesn't only happen with treadmills, but all forms of exercise. And often there is no one around to help. And just make sure you be careful on these machines and stuff too, because there are a lot of injuries related to exercise equipment. Okay. They said more than 400,000 Americans are treated every year for injuries related to exercise equipment. So definitely make sure you be careful on there. And they said treadmills cause the highest number of exercise related injuries in the home, contributing to almost 16,000 ER visits in 2020. All right. So just make sure you get on these things, you know, and be careful. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful, whatever you use. Because just the other day I told you about somebody was working out in the gym and a dumbbell fell on a person and killed them. Okay. So you got to be very careful. You know, I used to tell my friend this all the time because he works out, does, you know, with the weights and stuff, the iron or however they call it. And I be, you know, his arms be shaking and stuff. I'm like, dude, what if that fall on you and you holding it over your face? And you need to be a little bit more careful. Why do y'all just continue to try to do it? You know, it's like they be trying to impress somebody. They just get, you know, heavier weights and their arms be shaking and shit. Man, it'd be a trip. So I don't know why they be doing all this stuff. But again, whatever you do, just make sure you are careful doing it. And I'm trying to see if they said, I thought I saw where her kids' names were because I remember telling you guys I'm not going to tell you their names. You can look it up and you can see it. Let's see. I don't see their names again. Wait a minute. Here you go. Okay, they did not give the ages, but we can tell that, you know, one is obviously a baby. Let's see. The little boy, like he's a preteen or a teenager. The other, no, the oldest little boy is definitely a teenager. He look like he could be 18 or somewhere, 17 or somewhere around that age, maybe even 16. The other one looks like he's about 14 or so, or 13, or maybe even 15. And the little girl look like she's about 6, 7, or 8. And the baby look like he is around maybe some months, or either a year or a year and a half. Beautiful family there. And I hate, you know, that her mom died, period. Their mom died. Again, my prayers are extended out to her family and friends, her kids, and my condolences. That's a sad situation. Goodness. One comment said, I'm so incredibly sorry. This is so sad. I don't think it's from the fall. Maybe she had a stroke or a brain aneurysm. Either way, this is so horrible. And I'm so sorry. All my love to you, sis. In all family members. This is devastating. I don't know. They just said she hit her head, so I don't know for sure. And I think they already did the autopsy because they already donated her organs. So I think that she did fall for whatever reason, hit her head because that machine is hard. Somebody said, "Oh wow, I am so sorry to hear that. My mom lost her balance on the treadmill once while working out, but the belt just rolled her off, and the worst she got was her arm that she just recently had shoulder surgery on, and she had that pulled under." She said she almost fell off her treadmill trying to help her while she hollered for help. My heart goes out to the family, and I wish them peace. Somebody said my mom just fell off one last week and broke both of her upper arms and ribs. I don't like treadmills, y'all. I'd rather just go walking, okay? Because you can look at that thing and tell that you can easily lose step and fall. I never have because I always be kind of like extremely careful, but I never really liked it. I like actually going out walking because the treadmill is just like I just rather be on the just regularly walking outside because you can see nature and things like that. So anyway, let's see. Okay. Somebody said, I think she didn't retain consciousness, but they decided to sell her organs quickly after that because that was crazy for her to die like that. Maybe blood clots. Where is the autopsy? All these doctors online is a hot ass mess. I don't know. They didn't say anything else about it. I'm sure they did a autopsy and all that stuff. So anyway, usually when you're an organ donor, they have to go ahead and take those organs once you're dead. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go ahead and go to the next story, y'all. That's a sad story. So they got another scam that drains your bank account, y'all. So just be cautious about that. Let me see if I can see that real quick. They have another scam that drains your bank accounts, okay? A California woman is warning of a new scam targeting Facebook users that left part of their bank account drained. Okay. Charlene K was logging into her Facebook when it glitched and prompt her to submit a two-part authentication, authorization, not authorization, but when you authenticate, I can't say that. When you authenticate your code, okay? She said, I usually can just log into my Facebook account. It's already set up on my phone, and I just hit the app and it opens up. This time it didn't. It froze 3 or 4 times, and then it says, due to security reasons, you need to do a two-part, what's the name code? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that word again. She said after exiting the app and trying again many times, she said she called the customer service number on the app, and the guy answered it, and he said, yes, you're getting hacked as we speak. They are in your phone. They are in your Wells Fargo. They are in your Venmo. They are in your Robinhood. They are in all these things. And so he told me that my IP address was unprotected. The man on the other end of the line instructed her to transfer her money to the cryptocurrency platform Robinhood and download a screen sharing app, which is how she thinks the scammers got access. He said something about going to the store and getting a gift card. She should have known. That's stupid. And that's when I flipped out because that's the only scam I have ever heard of. Immediately, this woman called her bank in an effort to stop the ongoing scam. The bank told her that not all of her money was gone, just what was transferred into Cash App, but the roughly $20,000 she had in Robinhood was still safe. I called customer service and they told me that they were stopping all transactions with Robinhood completely. She said it all started when the app glitched on her and warned others to be aware of the malicious pop-ups. If you get a glitch on your phone, don't open it. I honestly don't even know how to respond to that because it looks so legit, she said. Recently, a Baltimore man was scammed over Facebook Marketplace by illicit users masquerading as online payment platform Zelle, as authorities have warned of scams targeting the social media platform. And yeah, they do all sorts of stuff because I know last year one did my card note place the same way through Paymentus. And we thought we was paying the card note through Paymentus, And in actuality, I don't know. I believe that it was somebody, spoof paymenters, and it was actually trying to get, the payment and stuff. But I forgot how they didn't end up getting it. They just got the fee and that was it. But yeah, so they used all sorts of things to scam you. They would go through, paymenters. They would go through Zelle, like they just said, because like even with my with David, some months ago, he was trying to get a loan, and a scammer, um, what did you call it? I just said the word a few minutes ago. They made up the same page, the same website that basically was identical to the actual bank's website or finance company or whatever you use. So he thought he was on an actual legit site, but it was just a duplicate, and he almost got all his money taken like a crazy. He gave them his passcode to go into his account. Who does this? Why do people do this? And then they was claiming they were going to deposit, I think, $10,000 into his account. What they were doing, you know what they did, y'all? They went back and I'm gonna tell you, okay, they said it was going to deposit 10,000 in his bank that he was approved for the loan. They was asking him to send in something. I can't remember, but anyway, all I know is that they asked him for his sign in, his passcode. He gave it to him like a dummy, and then they said they was going to deposit some money into his account just to show him that they were legit. He was like, okay. So what they did, they went back and reversed the card payment, and told the bank that payment was done in error, I guess. So the bank immediately refunded that money back to David's account. But when they refunded it back to his account, the scammers went in there and took that money and sent it to, I think they sent that money to my daughter through Zelle. And then I guess they thought my daughter would be like, "Ooh, who sent me this money?" and send it back to his other account. I don't know. Anyway, when she told me, I was like, "This is not true. David did not see $600. Please send me that money to my account." So that's what she did. She sent it to me versus sending it back to him. Come to find out, it was all a damn scam. He caught on just in time, because if he wouldn't have caught on just in time, because he was calling the bank while he was talking to the person online, that person would have drained his entire account, because that person got his information, signing information to his bank and everything. So they got all types of scams. And like I told y'all back in let's see, this is 2023 and 2022, someone went into my account at the ATM machine. And I guess they had, when I asked I think not the police, but the bank person who talked to me told me that they can go on Amazon and get like a dummy card, and they do something to the card. I don't know how they do it, where they can go into your account. And they don't even know who accounts they be going into. And since everybody was getting those unemployment money and stuff, and they knew when everybody basically get it, so what they was doing was hitting up different accounts, and mine was one. They went in my account, not only took my money that I was getting from that, they took my other money out my account. Okay. And they went to two different ATM machines, because when I went to the account trying to take my money out, it said nothing was there. They took all my money out my account, out of that account, because I had a separate account for my money that was coming from unemployment. I didn't have it come to my regular Bank of America account, thank God. And so then I had to call up the bank, talk to security and all that stuff. And of course, they have to make sure you didn't do the shit, because they'd be like, let me make sure, And I think I had to do a police report. And I also went to the bank where they did the scams, and they went to two different banks, okay? And I went there and talked to them, but they told me I had to do a police report and stuff. And I was like, how did y'all let them take out so much money out of my account? I thought you only had a limit of $900 per day, And they did all of this in one day. I don't know how they was able to take out more than $900. And so I ended up getting my money back. I think they gave me my money back. The bank did. I think they gave it back to me in a couple of days. I can't remember, and I never heard anything back from the police. I don't even know if they caught the person or anything. You know what I'm saying? Never heard anything back. They probably got away with it. And they probably did a lot of people like that too. Then I think it was another thing that happened. I can't remember. Oh, doing Uber Eats. When I first started doing Uber Eats, I told you this story before, where the person again copied Uber Eats stuff, right? And what they did, they called me. What they did is send me a delivery request. So when you get to the restaurant, they'll, or either before you get to the restaurant, they will call you back and tell you that the order has been canceled, and they will give you a cancellation fee, you know, and you need to give them your sign-in information or some shit. And I called on to that almost immediately. Okay, so that day, um, I think I just told them I was going to call Uber Eats to confirm it and all that stuff. And they was like, they knew that the scam had failed, so they just hung up the phone. But the next time when they tried to do it, I just let them know I knew it was up. And we ended up getting into an argument over the phone. I ain't gonna never forget that. And I told them people, I told that dude off. You know what I'm saying? Over the phone. I ain't gonna never forget that. Trying to run another scam. You'll never get my money. I don't know who the hell they think, I was. And the thing about who they thought I was. And the thing about it, I told him he was pathetic. You trying to steal from Uber Eats people and people who take people places? That little money, I told them they were pathetic. You are a piece of shit. That's what I told him. And I was like, if you was in front of me right now, dude, I would be in jail. That's what I told him. You up here stealing these little paychecks and stuff? Damn, if you're going to steal money, make sure it's a lot. So when you get caught, damn, at least you went to prison for a real reason. Shit. You're trying to go into people's accounts for $3, $4, $5, $6, $700, $800, $900, $1,000. And that day, I think the only thing, because I cash out every single day going day and put that money into my regular account. So that day, all they would have got was probably $100 with their stupid asses. That's all they would have got, So what they do is they'll get your signing information right. Then they'll quickly go in there and change all your stuff. And if your dumb ass don't recognize that, whenever you work, they'll cash out your money. It'll go into their accounts, So it'd be like so many different scams that they can use. That's why we got to be on top of these scams. They use all types of shit. And I remember telling you guys about the dude that used to be the manager of my what you call it, the homeowners association. When you own a house and shit, and they have the homeowners association, there usually be a person in charge, like a manager or whatever you want to call him. Well, he was a damn scammer and a con artist and a thief. I told you guys that before. I warned people. Of course, they never listen, like always. I warned people. I was like, this Negro is not hardly rich, because a rich person is not going to be walking around with shoes that are worn over. You know what I'm saying? And then his teeth. Where is the dentist at? Because damn, if you got all this money, why come you don't go to the dentist and get your grill fixed? Okay, it was a lot of things that I was looking at him. His nails his nails sometimes was all right, but for the most part, they was dirty. He needed to go get a manicure. When you got money, honey, you take care of these things. You know what I'm saying? And I kept on telling people, and they just would not listen. So you know what I did? I looked his ass up. You know what I'm saying? I looked his ass up. So then I knew he was a fucking con artist and a thief and a scammer. The dude went to prison for all types of crimes, including fighting a woman and all types of shit. I did a whole check on his fucking ass. And the sad thing about it, him and I had the same last name, so I didn't want nobody to know. Nobody to think that him and I was related. You know what I'm saying? Not my married last name, but my regular last name. And I didn't want anybody to think we were related and stuff. But I kind of played along with his bullshit to pretend like I didn't know that he was a damn thief and everything. But he was a hot ass mess. He was taking money because he was the one that supposedly collected our mortgage payments, right? He was taking that money, keeping it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad that a lot of times I paid the exact person, the person, because when I got my house, we did it through, like, I forgot what you call that. We did it through the actual owner and through the bank or whatever. Okay, so when I paid my payment, I submitted it to him, and then he take it to whatever the case is. But Mr. Brown was keeping that damn money. You know what I'm saying? He was keeping the money and putting it in his pocket. Now, he did do some things for me. Like I told y'all before, he painted my entire house the way I wanted it done. He put a fence back there. He did the fence that I wanted. He did a lot of stuff that I wanted. Okay. Coming to find out, he wasn't paying none of these people. He didn't pay for the fence. He didn't pay for the painters. He didn't pay for the carpet being done. He didn't pay for anything. He was nothing but a 2-bit scam artist and a manipulator. That's exactly what his fat ass was. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly. And he tricked so many people. He was good, but he couldn't trick me, y'all. And that's on everything. Me and what's the name? This lady named Trenda. We knew he was a fucking scammer. She actually believed me when I told her what he was. She was the only person that really believed. You know, even when I told David, he did not believe me. He thought I was tripping. And I kept on telling him, this dude is not rich. Rich people do not act like this. All the rich people I have been around, they do not act like this. Okay. I remember when he owed my daughter some money, you know, because my daughter passed out flyers throughout our subdivision because he was the manager of the association. So they got all like the amenities, the like the pool parties and all that stuff together. He was planning all these things, which he never did do. That's another thing. This Negro used to always say he was going to do something, and he never did it. That's another telltale sign. Okay, he never did it. He promised a pool party. I used to do the monthly newsletter because, you know, I write. I don't know if I ever told you guys I write, you know, and I publish a book and stuff for my daughters. But anyway, I did the monthly newsletters, got them all together, got the what's name together and everything. I did everything. And he's supposed to have been paying me for that. He did pay me, but he didn't pay my daughter. Okay. But he was supposed to be so rich, but he didn't pay her. But I bet you I got my money, y'all. And that's on everything. I got her money and gave it to her. Okay. And this is the same dude that I told you guys about once before that we got the car for, and I had to repossess it from his ass. Not the car, but the sports utility vehicle. Because he was like this. He always liked to perpetrate, and like most people like him do. He wanted always to get like the real nice vehicles. Okay. And that's what we got for him. Because at that time, again, David didn't believe me. And, you know, the man got to be right about every damn thing. So I went on and played along with it. And so I wanted things done to my house too. And then I didn't want to have to pay for it because he said he would do it. And so I was like, okay, we're going to get him a car, because he claimed he didn't want to go do the car himself because for whatever reason, I can't remember. So we did the car. He gave us a down payment, and I went and got the car underneath my credit. Okay. And then he's supposed to be paying the car note. He paid the car note a couple times, but then he stopped. That's when I knew I definitely knew then this dude did not have any money. Who the hell can't pay for a car note? You're supposed to be so rich. Okay. So he did not pay the car note. So David paid the car note a bunch of times. Okay. And this dude still had the fucking car driving it. The sports utility vehicle with the fucking rims he put on it that cost, I don't know how much, cost a lot, and everything else he was doing. Let me tell y'all what this dude did. Okay. The insurance was on my name, and I had him added to the insurance as a driver. This piece of crap let somebody else drive the car, the truck, and then they got into an accident. Now, even though he wasn't driving, y'all, I still was able to do the claim, and I still got my lawsuit money and got my truck fixed. All right. He thought I was going to give his punk ass some of the money. I bet you I didn't. Why would I give you any of the money when, first of all, you shouldn't have this bitch driving my car? That's the first thing. Secondly, why would I give you some money? You didn't get hurt. Nobody got hurt. But my truck was hurt, so I got that fixed, and I kept the rest of the money. He couldn't do a damn thing about it. And for a long time, every time I was filling out insurance, that shit would pop up, and my insurance premium would be way more. You know what I'm saying? And that happened back in 2005 or 6. So for a long time, that reflected every time that I tried to get insurance. Okay, so he didn't deserve a damn thing, and he definitely wasn't going to get it from me. So anyway, I ended up getting my truck back, right? Because we're not going to keep on paying a truck payment while your fat ass drive it. And I did drive that truck for a while myself. And I even went to Orlando, Florida in it. But like every time I would be driving the damn thing, somebody would, when I get out of the truck and park, every time I go back to the truck, somebody would tell me, somebody looking at the tires, the rims, or whatever the case is, they looking at your truck. So I ended up taking the truck after I went to Florida and came back, because of course I wanted to stunt and shit. And after I rode around in it for a while in it, you know, I decided not to keep it because I was thinking that maybe somebody could be looking for him, and I got my kids in this truck. And what if they be doing like, you know, looking for him and start shooting, and I'm not the person, you know what I'm saying? So what I did is took the truck back to the dealership, and guess what I was able to do? Instead of just giving it back to them, what I did is sold it back to them. Okay. I sold them the truck for $1. So they would not say it's a voluntary repossession or anything. And so that's exactly what I did. I sold it back to them, and it was just a sale, and I got out of it. just like that. And I left the rims on it too, y'all. I mean, I could have took them off and sold them, but I was like, fuck that. I don't feel like going to pay nobody to take them off. I didn't give a fuck. I just didn't want Mr. Brown shit to be nowhere around me. You know what I'm saying? And then, people were like, Mr. Brown liked you. And I was like, how could he like me when he know that I was married? Please. And then this is the same time when I was telling you once before that it was a dude that lived in our subdivision. I didn't know the dude was watching me. And he clearly was trying to talk to me, but I didn't know. So the dude got arrested and went to jail, right? So the dude writes me a letter and sends it to me, right? I get the fucking letter. I'm like, who is this dude? So I told David about it. And I told Mr. Brown too. And David was like, go up to the jail to find out who this dude is. So when he get out, you'll know who he is by face. So I went up to the jail and I visited the dude. I visited the dude, let him know that I was married. He apologized and told me that he just thought I was single. He saw me walking all the time and he thought I was attractive and blase, blase. And so once he apologized and stuff, I didn't hear anything else from the dude. But a couple of days later, I get a fucking notice saying the dude got in trouble. Because you know why? Because fat ass Mr. Brown called the jail and told the people at the warden or whoever at the jail that the dude was harassing me and sent me a letter, and I was married. And he got in trouble. The dude got in trouble. And I was like, you see how this Negro does? Because the thing about it, I didn't tell Mr. Brown to call nowhere. I handled that myself. I told David like I should have done, David told me to go up to the jail to see who this dude is. I went to the jail. That's the first time I ever visited anybody in jail. I can't even remember the process. Okay. And I went up there and visited him because, of course, I had his name because when he wrote me the letter, his name was on there. And I went right up to the jail. He came to the thing like they normally do. And I let him know. I said, thank you for the letter. It was sweet and all that, but I am married. He apologized. So why would Mr. Brown call up to the jail and report this dude and get this dude in more trouble? Till this day, I bet you this dude thought I did that and I didn't do any damn thing. But you know what? Mr. Brown got his back though, because I don't know how long afterwards where Mr. Brown, I guess the FBI was watching him. Anyway, after the little stabbing incident where his bipolar girlfriend stabbed the shit out of him, and stuff, he had to go to the hospital. Once he got out of the hospital, I think a couple days later, either a couple weeks, the FBI knocked on his motherfucking door and everybody was looking. It was also on the news. They arrested him. And I know some of the stuff he got charged with is, stealing money because, see, he was defrauding the company he worked for too. Then theft of services because, like, getting the fence done, the painting job, he was doing other things for other people. He got charged with that. Then stealing the money for mortgage payments, he was charged with that. And everything. And I don't know what else he was charged with. He was a past felon, so he probably got in trouble more. So they put him in jail, prison or whatever. I don't know which one they put him into. But anyway, I looked him up some years later. I think he did 7 or 8 or 9, 10 years. I don't know for sure, but it was a lot. Because when he got out of prison, he had lost a lot of weight and shit. But this dude was the biggest scammer, the biggest manipulator, the biggest con artist I have ever in my life met, ever. I mean, damn, this dude was doing the most. Y'all, he even was on the fucking news. He was on the news because what he did a scam where he pretended like he was opening up, he was running a summer camp for kids, underprivileged kids, right? He had the parents pay a registration fee. And I don't know for sure if they was paying a tuition. I just know I remember the registration fee. But instead of, keeping the money and having an actual program, no, he kept the money. And parents, I guess the parents called the police. I don't know if the police could do anything or whatever the case is. But anyway, they ended up calling the news. So the news investigated it and had his ass all on the news and shit. And I found that entire video when he came down there to our subdivision, being the manager. And I was telling people then to go check out that clip because he's on the fucking news for scamming. And I don't know why some people don't believe stuff when you tell them, and they can see stuff right there in their face and they still don't believe it. But then when these people do something to them, then they want to run back and tell you were right. When I was telling them from the start that this dude was not who he appeared to be. And when I researched him, I uncovered that he used alias names. His birthday wasn't even correct. and his little son did not look nothing like him. His son should be grown now. Does not look nothing like him. I thought he might have connected the damn child. You know what I'm saying? Because the child did not look nothing like him. And then he tried to pretend like he was only um 30 some years old. This dude looked like he was every bit of 50 some years old. And mind you, this was way back in 2005. Okay. And in 2005, of course, I was, of course, younger, young person and everything. And this dude was acting like he was around the same age as me. He was lying, but he looked like he was in his 50s. And so, of course, I looked him up. Some of his, hey, Brown Sweet, some of his information though was not correct anyway. Because let me tell you something: when people go around using aliases and shit and changing their birth dates and stuff and using felonious, fraudulent, birth certificates and shit like that, you can't really tell how old they are. Mr. Brown is older than what he was telling me. You can look at this fat ass and tell that he's older. Okay, you can look at him and tell. Until this day, David still say he still like Mr. Brown. Okay. For me, like I said, I did the flyers with him and let him do my plays, even though I kind of figured he was a scammer and everything else. I did get rid of it. I kind of played his ass to my benefit. I'm going to be perfectly honest, y'all, because I got my house painted like I wanted to. He knew not to fuck with me, but he knew I didn't play. I told y'all I went up there and got my truck. This girl named Diane, this lady named Diane, who Mr. Brown, Diane kind of liked Mr. Brown because, she was money hungry anyway. Okay, so she only talked to this dude because she was trying to get money for him because she thought he was rich. I, on the other hand, kind of figured that Mr. Brown kind of liked me, but I don't give a fuck about his money because, for one thing, I don't like, bigger dudes or and dudes like him. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I was married. So, it was he knew I was off. You can't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was single, you still can't talk to me because he wouldn't be my type. I don't give a fuck how much money he got. So Diane liked him. And, I guess, he was going to talk to her because she had a nice little shape and shit and all that stuff. And he just probably wanted sex. I don't know if they had sex or not because, she said she didn't, but I don't know. But anyway, she is the person who bought me my the truck back to me because once that girl, his other girlfriend stabbed him, her bipolar ass, she stabbed him for whatever reason. I guess I don't know if he took the truck to the hospital. I don't know if he drove himself to the hospital. I can't remember. All I know is he must have gave Diane the keys to my truck to tell her to take the truck back to his house. I don't know. Anyway, she brought the truck to me. And then when he got out of the hospital, he come knocking on I think he called me first, asked me, why did I take the truck or whatever the case is. I can't remember. And I told him, yeah, I took it because your ass did not pay your car notes. And he was like, I couldn't legally do that. I said, well, I did it. Okay, so he said he was going to call. I think he knocked on my door. Okay, he knocked on my door, knocking on the door. And I was like, well, nigga, don't come up here and knocking on my door like that. I'm not that little stupid ass woman you talk to. Okay. And I told him, you better get up off my door before you thought she stabbed you. Boy, if I stab you, you're not coming back from that. That's what I told him. So he said he was going to go call the police with his big ass. So he did go call the police. I told him, call them. So when the police came, I told you guys a story before. I opened the door, and told the police what happened, that Diane bought the keys to me and everything, and blase. It's my truck. I showed them the title, whatever the fuck you have and stuff. And the police, you know what the police said? He said, you're supposed to go and do a repossession through the courts, okay, to get your truck back. However, he don't know how I got it. And that's what he's putting on the report. So therefore, I don't have to give him that truck back. And the police left. And I kept my fucking truck. And then after that, the FBI came to arrest Mr. Brown. Okay, and then I moved because I also, not only did I sell that truck back to the car dealership, I also decided to sell my house. Because the reason why I sold the house, because Mr. Brown, let me tell you something. I took the truck back from him. And even though he was went to the jail or whatever, I didn't know at that time how all that stuff went. I didn't know if he would be getting right back out of jail or if he worked with other people and try to do something to me or whatever the case is. And I got kids. So I talked to the person who owned my house. The owner actually lived out here in California, y'all. His name was Ricky, almost like that actor, but it wasn't him. And I was asking him, along with some lawyers, our lawyers, how can I get out of this house without getting like a foreclosure, or I don't know what else you call that if they take the house back. So he was like, you can sell the house back to the owner again for like a dollar. Okay. And that's exactly what I did. I sold the house back to him, turned over the house. I don't know what they call that. And he only pretended to pay me a dollar, and he got his house back, and I got out of it and everything. You know what I'm saying? By now I would have owned the house 100%. I wanted to be out the house because I didn't trust Mr. Brown and who he might know. Because again, he's a fucking career criminal. When I looked up his record expanded, and he didn't just steal. He did other crimes too. Now I'm not scared of nobody, but I'm not stupid either. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I sold the truck back to the dealership with the rims. I didn't give a fuck. And I got out of that house and moved. Okay. And all of that took some process, but he went to jail, like I said before. So I had enough time to do all of that. And David was like, he ain't gonna try to do nothing or come to your house. I said, no, listen, we're the ones here. Okay, you're on the road. Okay. And plus the house is in my name anyway and stuff. And so I went on and sold the house back to Ricky and stuff. He done sold the house again. I looked it up. He sold the house again. He didn't keep it. He sold it a couple of years later and stuff. And I got out of the house, and then I moved to a townhome. Yeah, that we was just renting. Yeah, until I relocated to Texas and stuff. But that dude, I looked him up some years later, and guess what he was still doing? In a whole nother state. Once he got out of prison, he went to a whole nother state, opened up another real estate business, and he's probably doing the same thing still. And since he's a very good manipulator and a good con artist and flashes like he got money, he always lured people in, both male and female. He couldn't do it with me though, because my ass ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? I knew that dude was not rich, man. I just knew he was a liar. I remember when I first met him, I was like, who is this dude? And the dude who came, the ex-manager of the homeowners association, I forgot what they call that shit over there. He was like, this dude looked like he is a bad news or something he told us. And I told David was like, the dude just mad because they replaced him. And I said, no, it's something weird about this damn other dude. Look at his shoes and shit. Look at his damn teeth. And that's all I kept on talking about, his shoes and his teeth. His clothing looked good. He had on name brand clothing. Now I'm going to tell you something, he could dress. Okay, just like he kept that truck looking great as hell. It always was washed. He had the nicest rim. That truck was the bomb. I wish I had the pictures of it still. It was nice. Every time I drove that truck, everybody was looking. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the big chick in that truck, but it was just like, like I said, I don't know who he dealt with. Somebody could have been trying to kill him or something, and you ain't gonna have me in that truck. I did stunt though. I ain't gonna lie. I drove that truck all the way to Florida, and I was stunned. Everybody liked it. Shit, it was white. It was cute with this the platinum rims on it, and good and damn well he was doing some illegal shit to get money to put all that on that truck. Okay, and I just gave it back to them just like it was. I took whatever I had in there, but I gave them a truck with everything on it and stuff. It was a nice truck too, and everything. And I did it all smart. So anytime you are trying to avoid a repossession or a foreclosure, if the people you're dealing with are willing, sometimes they will let you sell these things back to them for just $1. Okay, just $1. Okay. And that's exactly what I did twice. 2 times. 2 times I did that. One with the truck and one with my house. And I wish I would have known about that a long time ago, because a lot of things I could have avoided. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't avoid because I didn't know that. That's why I said it is really beneficial for you to learn about, real estate laws and all this other stuff, cars and everything, because you'll be amazed at the things you can do to not get repossessions and things like that. But again, you got to be cautious about all these scammers, because they have so many tricks out there, from going into your bank account, going through social media, having you hit links and shit. When you try to apply for loans, they spoof those, even your regular bank account. just so many scams. You even got people posing. Okay, like they would even come into your YouTube thing and try to pretend like they want you to, they want to sponsor you. I just had somebody hit me up talking about they can get me more views on my YouTube page. They be watching my videos, they like them, but something that I'm not doing, and that give them a call. Here they giving me a WhatsApp number and shit, and I'm like, child, if you think I'm going to call you on a WhatsApp number, you got me effed up. I'm not calling you if you use a regular number, get along a WhatsApp. I don't need you to do a damn thing. I can do my own page. I don't. The reason why I can do that myself, I went to school for business management. That's what I have a degree in. I can do that myself. I just need the time. I don't need you doing a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't even reply back to him. So again, they have scams. Some people do be legit, but for the most part, they have so many different scams that they can do. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious out here. Okay, y'all? All right. One more article, and then that will be it for tonight because I went over. Okay? Hold on for a second. Did I read this one? Well, I already read this about her. Let me see if that's the same article. Hold on. Yeah, that's the same one. Okay. So, y'all, let me tell you this other little story real quick. So anyway, I don't know how true this is, but of course this is about rolling. This is done by rolling out. It says that Floyd Mayweather claims he witnessed the murder of Tupac. The boxer explained what he said he saw on the night Tupac was murdered. Floyd Mayweather said he was on the scene and saw hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur murdered in Vegas in September 1996. In a 9-year-old clip that was just released to the public on Thursday, the 27th of July, 2023, Floyd returned to the infamous intersection, accompanied by the late iconic director John Singleton of Boys in the Hood and Baby Boy fame. Mayweather, 46, would have been 19 years old at the time of the unsolved assassination of one of rap's most beloved MCs. Okay, let me see. He said, I pulled up beside Tupac, pulled up right here. They shot Tupac at this light and the car went that way, Money Mayweather explained to Singleton. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. I ain't never told nobody, only the closest people with me know. So let me show y'all the little video real quick. Okay, let me show y'all that real quick. And then we're going to get out of here. And this is off of X, also known as Twitter. So crazy.
The car pulled up and shot Tupac. Car pulled right here and shot Tupac at this light. Car went that way. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. Right here. I ain't never told nobody.
Yeah, I know he was 46. Yeah, almost 50. I ain't know Floyd is 46, y'all. So anyway, that's what did they say? So let's see. So the release of this video is sort of is something that comes just days after a Las Vegas SWAT team swarmed the home of former Compton Crip member Dwayne Keith D. Davis. The media reported that after officers stormed the house in nearby Henderson, owned by his wife Paula Clemens, cops recovered a .40 caliber bullets, laptops, hard drives, photos, magazine articles, and book manuscripts. Forensics experts will determine if the bullets found in the home are connected to Tupac's murder 27 years ago. Wow. Okay. So I guess we will see, y'all. And I wonder why he didn't say nothing, years ago. All right. Why is he just not saying something? You know what I'm saying? If he saw stuff. Somebody said, I don't believe a word of that. If you witness a murder, why didn't you tell the cops right away? Why do you got to wait 30 years later? This is all just for show. I don't know, y'all. Some people just don't tell. You know how the streets be. You can't be a snitch. So you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, of course he witnessed it. Of course he only speaks now. he admired Tupac so much that he forgot to mention it. What a joke. Let's see what else somebody's saying. So they basically saying the same thing, and they're just wondering why he waited so long. Some people are calling him a liar. I don't know, because like I said, sometimes they got that street code where they just don't say anything. So you just never know. Maybe he did see something. I'm sure the police will basically talk to him to see if it's true and then go from there. And they are looking at the bullets as well to see if they were used. All right. Now, other than that, y'all, this is it for the news tonight. I mean, of course, I had a bunch of articles, but I can't read every single one of them. But I'll come back either tomorrow, either Sunday, and go over the rest of this little news and stuff like that, y'all, so y'all can hear about it. But I will let you know, y'all, before I go, they do have a recall over 50 frozen meat products. Okay, I'll tell you this because you need to know this before I leave. All right. Let's see what they have here on a recall. So, of course, the FSIS just announced a large recall of frozen meat and poultry products sold by Kingsland Food Processing Corporation. Meat from the company was shipped through distributors to wholesale customers in Florida, Texas, and 4 other states. All right. They said there has not been any reports from folks who have had any adverse reactions to the meat. The FSIS found that the affected products at Kingsland were produced without the benefit of federal inspection. Okay, and that's what the federal government agency said in the recall announcement. And let's see. The full list of products to look out for can be found here. So I guess if you want to find that information out, you can go to, let me see if this will come up real quick. It's taking forever to come up. Hold on. T-Mobile, y'all. T-Mobile, y'all. T-Mobile. Let me see. Damn, this damn thing take all day. Let's see. Let me see if it'll come up here. I know one thing that you can do. You can definitely go to Google and type in FDA recall for these 50 frozen foods. And I'm sure that list will come right up. Because I'm telling you, it's not coming up on my phone. And that's on everything. This phone finna start acting stupid. Anyway, the things that I recall are chicken skewers, chicken gizzards, chicken breasts, beef skewers, oxtail, pork spare rib, pork liver, and the list goes on. Okay. They also got, I don't even know what is mouton. They got lamb, goat, and duck meat products too. And those affected meats were produced on dates ranging from November the 1st, 2022 through July, wait a minute, y'all, this ad came up, July the 20th, 2023, with best before dates from August the 1st, 2023 through April the 20th, 2024. The meat labels have EST 48204 or ESTP 48204 inside the USDA inspection mark. Okay. Anyway, if you have that, they urge you to return it to the place where it was purchased to get your refund or either throw it away. Okay. So again, you can go to the FDA, I think that site on Google, right? Type it in. Or you can go to FSIS. You can just type in on Google the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service recall of frozen meat and poultry products sold by Kingsland Food Processing. And it'll probably come up, or you can just type in FDA recall list of frozen food by Kingsland Food Processing Corporation. And it should come up because every time I click this little thing, nothing happens. I probably need to restart my phone. I don't know. This damn phone and T-Mobile, man, it's a trip. But anyway, again, that's going to be it for all of, let me go ahead and restart this phone right now. That's going to be it for all of the breaking news for this entire live tonight, guys. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I actually did good on this live because it's only an hour and a half, so that's still good, even though I went past the hour. But, everything I told you, I felt like it was important. We found out more about Carlee Russell today, that she was charged with 2 misdemeanors, was arrested, but now she's out on $2,000 bond. She can face up to a year for each charge, with a total of 2 years and a $12,000 fine, $6,000 for each offense. She probably will get probation, and probably have to repay that fine, pay that fine, and may have to pay other fines or whatever the case is. But we will see, we will see. We saw her mug shot where she was smiling. She did her hair, her real hair, because y'all was making jokes about her wig and shit and things like that. So she wanted to show you guys her real hair, that she actually got some, and that can look good too. She did take a nice mug shot picture though, I ain't gonna lie, and everything. So, it looks like, she was planning for it, because she made sure that picture was gonna be looking good, So here we go. All right. So again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below. Also hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And if you watch this in the comment section, y'all, don't forget to leave not a message, but, leave a comment and share this video for me. All right. And don't forget to subscribe and to thumbs up. And check out my other videos, y'all. Check out my shorts too, because they be kind of fun to watch. And check out the other videos that I put up, the townhome tour that I did, cute little townhome. It was definitely too small, but, they didn't have the larger one to show me or anything. That will be the last place that we will possibly choose if I don't get the other place, the house or whatever the case is, because you can't be out here homeless or anything, you got to have a place to live. So I always have like 3 or 4 different choices just in case the other one don't, in case it falls through or whatever the case is. All right. Other than that, y'all, like I said, I'll try to come back either tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Sunday to go over the rest of this breaking news and whatever else I need to talk about. All right. Thank you to Ryan for coming by showing support. Okay. And thank you to Brown Sweet for coming by showing support. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody who was in the bushes and who is still in the bushes. And thank you to everybody who watches this in the replay. Guys, have a great weekend. Okay. Until you see me again, and have a good night. Do something positive besides sleeping. Okay. Do something fun tomorrow. Again, go check out the Haunted Mansion and watch it in. Let me see, what did I watch it in? I watched that in, hold on, let me look and see. So y'all can do it the right way. Because I'm telling you, you need to watch it like this. I think it's called 4D or something. Let me see, y'all. This damn phone is still restarting. Hold on. It's called, if y'all would go look at my community tab, you would see all the things that I put up and you would know. It is called, wait, y'all. What the hell am I doing over here? Hold on. It is called, see, I got the picture up here. It's called 4DX. Go watch it in 4DX. Okay, if y'all have that at your movie theater. So go check out the Haunted Mansion and watch that in 4DX. I'm telling you, you're going to love the movie. Okay? And you're going to have a damn great time with that 4DX. And I mean that. All right? On everything. Other than that, y'all have a good night again. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget, it's always a good idea to do something that's fun and to be with the person that you truly, truly want to be with. That includes friends, relatives, and of course, a partner. All right. Until the next time I see you, peace out, y'all, and take care. Thank you for tuning into Shay's Tube. I can't do it right, y'all, my voice. See y'all. Peace out. Good night, y'all.